Okay, guys, welcome back to another short online lecture. And what I need to discuss today is algorithm building blocks. All right, so building blocks, the term building blocks you might have already heard, pretty much like the Lego building blocks, which you might have played in your childhood days, or maybe nowadays also you play with them. So building blocks, another example can be consider a building or a house which needs to be constructed, and for that you need certain stuff to build that house. So for example, you need bricks, you need cement, you need sand, mortar, and so on. So you need iron and steel and stuff. So these are the building blocks which are used to make a building or a house. Similarly, so what do we mean by building blocks? Building blocks are basic components using a combination of which we can basically make something amazing. So algorithm building blocks comprises of roughly three major uh, categories. The first one is something called the sequence building block. All right. So the sequence building block means um that you have to execute one statement after the other. So a sequence of steps should be simply followed, and you cannot skip any of the steps. You must follow each step in the sequence. So one of the properties is you cannot skip any of the steps. Now I'm talking in terms of algorithm, of course. So sequence building block means you cannot skip any step, and you have to follow each step one by one, step by step, one after the other. So this is not a sequence building block. We've already used this in Scratch also and in algorithms. In fact, the first 20 problems of handout 0 is related to this specific building block only, which is sequence building blocks. So if you've already started writing algorithms in the condensed form, you might have noted that it's a simple sequential steps. One after the other, you have to follow all steps and you'll reach the solution. The next building block, and we haven't done this in the condensed form, but we have done this in Scratch. For example, if we need uh, to take some decision at any point, so those decisions in daily life also are based on something called conditions. So in that case, we need to select one of the options that we have in front of us. So just like a fork in the road, in which we have to select either of the paths. So this is called the selection building block, in which we have to um, select any one path and execute that. I execute the statements in that particular path. So one path or option, as we may simply call. So pretty much like if-else statements that we discussed. This is part of selection building block using if-else statements. So if the condition is true, we follow the true path. If the condition is false, we follow the false path. The next building block is when we need to repeat certain set of statements. So that is known as the repetition building block, or another term for this is iteration or iteration. So this means repeating. So just like our loops, forever loop and repeat loop and forever if loop in Scratch. Similarly, we have loops in algorithms also and programming also, in which we need to, if we need to repeat certain set of statements, so we have the iteration building block. So if we need to repeat certain steps, all right, certain statements, certain steps, so in that case, or maybe we need to repeat certain block itself. For example, we need to repeat a certain selection block, or we need to repeat a certain sequence block. So in that case, we have the attrition building block. So that's all from my side for the moment, and we'll discover these new building blocks. Although we have already discovered in Scratch, but we will discover this in class in the next class, inshallah. So till then, hope you are enjoying solving handout zero problems and you're doing your HLAs. So best of luck. See you guys later. Goodbye.